Welcome. I am Ray, and we are the Guardians of the Light, a community of individuals destined to bring forth a more loving and harmonious world. It's easy to look out at the world and believe that there are these evil people ruling everything, but the fact is, this war is fought in the spiritual realm. The people who are in charge of this world are nothing but pawns to a greater power in which they themselves are a slave to. To believe that it is people who are responsible for the destruction of the world is completely false. There is only one great beast, one dark spirit that rules, and its name is the monster mind, and it influences us all. The monster mind keeps us in illusion and shrouds our life in darkness. This darkness or unconsciousness is the source of all suffering in our life because it separates us from the light. Hell is synonymous with separation, and heaven is synonymous with union. Separation from and union with the light or God. This light that is God, consciousness, or life itself, is the source of all peace, joy, and love in our existence. This darkness that is illusion, unconsciousness, or death is the source of all pain, suffering, and misery. By keeping us trapped in the illusion of separation, the monster mind steals our life and brings us closer to death. The more, as a collective, we lose our life, the closer we get to the extinction of the human species. This is why, as a guardian of the light, it is up to you to protect the light at all costs. Not by going out into the world and trying to fight the darkness. That is impossible. But by turning toward the light within yourself. The monster mind is like a parasite that's always trying to find different ways to steal your energy. But the problem is, we allow it in. We give it our permission, like a vampire in which you have to welcome it into your home for it to enter. So too, you give the monster mind power and influence over you. But you have the power. The monster mind has no power of its own, so it has to steal yours. The more power, the more energy the monster mind steals from you, the more you are separated from your life, and the further you stray from the light. All suicide, all evil, all acts of destruction originate from the same root cause. The same villain that works to destroy nations is the same villain that works to destroy you. The monster mind separates people from their light, and they get consumed by darkness. No different than when the lights in a room are turned off, darkness is what remains. So too, when we are separated from the light within, death is what remains. Without life, we become a vessel for death and become a force of destruction in the world. The only way to heal the world of this great parasite is to reconnect to the life within you by mastering the monster mind, by taking your power back and claiming authority over the God essence within you, by turning toward the light and away from darkness. The monster mind is always trying to distract us, to get us to focus in directions that are negative, because our mind is a tool that directs the flow of energy. And so when we focus our attention on things that are negative, we waste this energy. We lose it, and wasting this life is the origin of sin. This energy, this life, is the greatest resource in all of existence, and to waste it is the greatest crime. This is why some elites view the masses like animals, because we spend our time, our valuable life energy, satisfying our base animalistic drives. Just think about it. How often do we waste our time focusing on nonsense that doesn't matter at all? And so a system was put into place to enslave the masses who misuse and take for granted this life energy. For those who don't claim authority over their power, they are destined for a life of slavery. And for those who turn toward the light and recognize the God essence within them, they are destined for freedom. So you have a choice to continue to live in unconsciousness, darkness, and suffering, or awaken to the light within you and experience a deep wellspring of peace, love, and joy. The moment you find freedom for yourself, this is when the true journey begins. Because up until this point, the darkness within you is the problem. Once you connect to the light within yourself, it is the darkness within everybody else that becomes the problem. So I encourage you to think carefully whether or not you want to continue on this path, because it's not for everybody. Some people will want to turn back and continue living in unconsciousness where it's comfortable. However, once you become stable in the light, the word problem no really longer enters into your vocabulary, because you will find that every experience is an opportunity for joy, love, and peace. It's an opportunity for surrender. Your happiness no longer becomes conditional to the experiences of your life, but it becomes unconditional. The universe will test you to see if you are really worthy of freedom, and many will turn back to unconsciousness where they are comfortable. Throughout this whole journey, the monster mind will continue to try and manipulate you and deceive you to get you to turn back toward the darkness, until eventually it completely loses all of its power over you and you become free. As long as you persevere and avoid letting the monster mind trick you, you will be successful. When you become free, even if the monster mind tries to attack you, its attempts will be futile. You will have realized its tricks and no longer need to play its games. There will be a great peace with you always, and your thoughts and experiences will no longer create much suffering for you. This is the essence of freedom. The more you become free from negativity, from darkness, the closer you grow toward the light. Here you will find a natural wellspring of peace, love, and joy that only becomes greater the deeper you go. This natural peace, love, and joy is always present, but it is the monster mind that keeps us in suffering through the illusion of separation. God is everywhere, always, which means God can never be separated from you, which means that you are already one with God. But it is the illusion of separation that keeps us from being able to experience this. The monster mind not only keeps us in illusion, but cuts us off from our life energy by the negativity that we choose to focus on. Only by focusing on the light and developing our awareness can we overcome this illusion. We must take authority over our life energy by refusing to give our attention to things that do not serve us. The more we grow closer to the light within us, the more we become a beacon for others to do the same. Like a wildfire, the light can spread in an instant, and overnight what seemed to be this gloomy dystopian future can become a more loving and harmonious one, free from so much suffering. You have the power and authority to bring forth this new earth. You can play a great role in creating a better world for future generations. But you must first heal yourself, turn toward the light, and find the deep peace, love, and joy within yourself. There is no greater purpose in this life, and I am honored to embark on this journey with you. A free community will be available for us to grow closer on this journey, to share wisdom, and to guide each other back toward the light. Much peace and many blessings.